Mark Molnar is your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into the tropics. Before we do, you can send in all your photos and videos to my Facebook page, also Twitter and MeteoMark.com at gmail.com. Let's get right into the tropics here. They could be affecting any areas. Tropical storm Karl is going to round the bend towards Bermuda here, potentially as a Category 1 hurricane by the time it approaches the southeastern end of Bermuda here. The island nation of Bermuda could get rocked here over the next 4 to 5 days. Tropical storm Lisa continuing to churn out here could become a problem to the Azores, although by the time it reaches the Azores, it will be a tropical depression or weak tropical storm. Nevertheless, high surf and heavy rains will be likely. Pretty much the rest of the tropics, we're not seeing any threats to North America. Let's get right into the forecast. Starting off with the rainfall amounts here. Your eyes are drawn here to the center portion of the country, Texas up into the plains. It's at the base of that trough out west here. Ridge back east, although, take a look, most of the moisture being cut off, with the exception for Florida and the Carolinas. Get right into the weather pattern. There is that trough, the base of that trough, active weather, but back east here, that ridge building in, well, a little bit of a trough up here in the northeast with that colder air, but nevertheless, there won't be much unsettled weather. In fact, it'll set us up for a very fall-like weekend into early next week. Temperatures cooling down, skies really clearing out. Let's get right into starting off with your forecast for the Drought Monitor Index for the Northeast. Exceptional drought here, especially across the Finger Lakes, portions of southern Ontario, the Susquehanna River Valley, over to the Hudson River Valley. And look at this, down towards portions of southeastern New England here, Boston, up to Worcester, portions of Concord. Exceptional drought. This is not going to be good for fall foliage. Fall foliage will turn very quickly. As you can see on the fall foliage map, you're already turning very quickly here across southeastern and eastern New England. So if you want to get out there and leaf view over the next week or two, you better get out there and do it, because there'll be a lot of leaves falling off the trees earlier than they should be. Also, the colors will go quickly from peak to very drab across the Northeast. So if you want to get out there and enjoy the leaves, we're starting to turn a little bit in the northern Susquehanna River Valley, especially Delaware County, New York, and the Catskills here, and even into the Adirondacks and portions of the Poconos near down towards Lucerne County here. Let's get right into the all-important forecast, starting off with your TGIF here Friday. Look at this. Looking nice across the Northeast, exception we do have a cold front moving through. This will set the stage for a colder weekend. Well, I should say cooler. It's not going to be downright cold, although it will feel cold compared to the temperatures we've seen, all the records we've seen this past summer. We will have the possibility of a stray shower or thunder shower across the Northeast, but most of the part, this front will be on the dry side. Temperatures mostly into the 70s and 80s here. Look at this for your Saturday. That front pushes southeast. Look at this. We really clear it out. Northwest winds, low humidity. Temperatures barely making it out of the low to mid 60s across Binghamton, Buffalo, London, all the way up to Montreal here. Look at this. We really get a cold shot up here across the North Country. 50s and even some 40s up here just east of Ottawa up towards Quebec City. Look at this. We got even temperatures cooling down here across DC and New York City. You're finally getting a break from the heat onto Sunday. Look at this, the coldest air pinwheels right around here. Temperatures struggling to get out of the 50s here in the North Country. 60 down towards Binghamton and Scranton. 70 down towards the lower Susquehanna River Valley, down towards DC, Baltimore, and Philadelphia. Look at this. It's going to feel very much like fall. Into your Monday, we start to see a little bit of warm up on the backside here. Lower 70s starting to develop over towards southern Ontario, Ohio, and northwest Pennsylvania towards the Erie area. So that pretty much does it for your forecast. Very uneventful, but very nice. Although a little on the cool side if you wanted summer-like temperatures. In 10 seconds, I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira, Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. Facebook page of MeteoMark, Weather Northeastern on Twitter, WX Northeastern that is. MeteoMark.com and gmail.com, Google+, MeteoMark. Look at your 5-day here, starting off with your Friday through Saturday. Look at this Friday. You can see the cold front goes through pretty much Friday after into the evening, into the overnight hours. Look at this Saturday we wake up. It's a lot cooler day here into your Sunday. And look at this. Temperatures by the middle portion of the weekend. We see temperatures dipping down into the mid to upper 30s here in the normally colder valleys of the Susquehanna region of northeast Pennsylvania in upstate New York. We start to warm it up a little bit, near 70 by the middle of next week. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.